Welcome back, good morning everybody. Today we have some exciting new bows to show you, or at least one of exciting new bows. I got 5 of them. They are from Carebows in Indonesia. And Anwar, the bow builder from Carebows, builds really interesting things. So he builds hybrid bows, means fiberglass horn, and he builds, he calls them organic horn. They are then real sinew, wood and horn. And I have them too. A Mughal bow, so stay tuned, but today it's a hybrid Turkish bow. What you get is a nice sleeve and then a pretty bow. I had to check them already because I was too excited, so they boxed and packed very well. You get an extremely nice description, and there's an even, I'll show you in a close-up, bow specifications. Everything is written down here and quite directly in the manner I do it here, so that's very nice. Gives you a nice point, Anwar, and what you get is 2 strings. If they come out now, yep. So a nice sleeve, 2 strings. I got a red one and a black one. It's the only, with the strings we could find a solution to pack them, because this is always a little here, looks a little messy, but doesn't bother the function. See, 2 nice strings. We take the red one because it's nice. So now what can I tell you about, let me first of all look at this pretty bow. It's quite a short bow. It is the Turkish Fiberglass and Horn. The bow builder is Anwar Al-Guruti from Carebows. Then the bow length, knock to knock, is 114 centimeters. Bow length with rope, so strung, is 108 centimeters. And unstrung 100, I can't read, 2 centimeters. Brace height is 19 centimeters. The draw weight is 55 pounds at 29. And at max draw is 29 inches. And you can have this bow up to 70 pounds. And the weight of the bow is 380 grams. And it's pretty, so you have horn and fiberglass as the rest, and then of course wood in the sears. And here you see the bending fiberglass coming up to the sear, a nice made sear with this inlay. Pretty well, and then with a leather cover, and then with a nice T-zip artwork on it. So that's all nice, and you have some more string bridges on it. Pretty cool. I still want to do my own measurements. So this is really a promising bow builder. Zip, 45 inches. We have an arrow pass, and he makes even a small race skin protection there for the arrow. Arrow pass is 20 millimeters, very narrow, very nice. And he said the weight is 380 grams. So this is it. So then you need to check his videos, because with horn bows, you know, they need a little more, they're a bit more demanding. So what I will do is here first work the limbs a bit, warm the horn up a bit. So you warm up the limbs first a bit, and then the best is if you have 2 people to string the bow. And you do it over your knees. The longer one is the bottom one, we said, right? So you know, they just sit down, put the bow over your knees, bend it back, and let someone. The step-through method is not recommended with these bows. Tell you now, but I do it because I don't have a second person now to help me. Zack. And when you keep the bow straight, it's not a problem. Boom. Look at this pretty bow. Really nice. 55 pounds at 29. So I got now the wrong arrows, I guess. I got some range arrows with 300 grain. And my wood arrows are a little too short, but we see what we get there. Nice. So what do we have? Relatively stiff. and in this direction very stiff, even if everything is very narrow. So we have a max draw of 29 inches. The handle is very small, looks a bit like a Simsek bow from dimensions here, but the handle is very deep, so that's nice. And then look at this nice artwork. Here the cut is exactly where the string runs. Pretty. So this bow, because of the fiberglass, is straight, so you don't have a lot of hassle fixing it. With a real horn bow, you know that it can look like this, and you need to, you know, bend it in the other direction and whatever. So you simply make sure that this distance here and here is the same, so that the bow doesn't look like this or like this. So you equal this out, and what you want to do is simply warm the bow still a bit more up, so that you don't want to force the bow directly to full draw. What I feel is that the handle is moving a bit, and you want to check always if the string ends in the string pads, then you know that the bow is straight. Oh yeah, and of course with a few shots more, the bow will get more flexible. Oh, strong. 55 pounds. So, there's no recommendation of grain per pound, so we shoot a 300 grain arrow, which is a little too lightweight. 6 grain or something. Oh, strong. Getting better. Let's shoot. So then let's start with some pretty 540 grain. So this is the closest I can get to full draw, to the full poundage of this bow. But they're a little too long. But they are nice. And we shoot with a Turkish thumb ring, because we can. Even these heavy arrows kicks them nice away. So let's see. Nice. So the draw curve right now, if it really goes up there, but I guess the wood, the horn is still a little stiff. So now we have 27-inch arrows, a little too short. 470 grain something. Oh, beautiful. So, let's see. 27. Oh, they fly nice. 27, this bow works nice. Look at this. Ho, 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 ho. Nice. And of course, most probably not okay. 300 grain arrows on a 55-pound bow, and they're 29 inches. But the bow starts drawing now. Nice. So you need a few shots. You know it when you have horn. Nice. Oh, then you feel it. So these are maybe a little too lightweight. Oh, what? Oh, so kicks them away. So right now these ones kick a little. As long as you, I guess with 8 to 10 grain, it's fine. If you go lower, you feel it a little in your hand. Let's see, the pink one is 18 meter now, with almost 10 grain. Oh, I love this bow. Only 29 inches is a little too short for me. Did you see that? Now we shoot the shorties, the nice flower ones, with 4 fletchings. Up, nice. So this weight is just fine. Ooh, Katra takes a little. Wait a second. So properly. Yeah, you get there. And the range arrows. Nice bow. The ring is a little too wide today. It's only the draw is a little too short for me. But if 29 is enough for you, look at this. You get feedback from this bow. You know what this bow is doing. This is For a short bow like this, it's relatively forgiving, so I am impressed, and the bow is still straight and straight. Does a very good job. Nice. What we all want to know is the throw. Wait a second, it's more straight here, so thank you. Look at these curves. Huh? 26, 28. So at 28 we have 52, and at 29, 55.6. So it's just nice what she said, 55 pounds. He does a very accurate job, Anwar. I like that. So let's see. At 28. We are here. Look at these curves. Goes already in, so you see not much more possible. Not even there yet, because we have a little aggressive string angle. So you see, we are not there yet, so the string angle will be 29. I don't have a peg at 29, but nope, this is 29, but then it gets really stiff. So it does 29, but it gets stiff. But string angle 60 degrees at 29 inches. Nice. It's just roughly 10 grain. Oh, that snapped. 140. That's not good. That's all my nice arrows. 138. So they're too heavy. They are 460, but 27 inches. So we are roughly at 50 pounds at 27. 120. 100 doesn't measure. 132. Ah, why do I shoot without the thumb ring? I don't know. 300 grain. $173. 184. This feels more like, yes. 177. We shoot 300 grain. 29 inches, 55 pounds. And now the bow wants to draw. I like it, yes. 189. Now we get the 185. Feels a little like dry firing, so, but not too much. 195. Kicks a little in the hand because they're maybe a little too lightweight, but there's no recommendation, and it's still fine. And this bow has nothing. This bow really needs to break in first before it really performs as like it's supposed to do. So 195 was the last one. 199, see. 194. 181. So almost 200 foot per second. It's not too bad for a fiberglass bow with a little horn on it. I mean, look at this bow, look at the sear. You see here the bending fiberglass coming up, then they have the wood, then this inlay here, which is, feels like some kind of, maybe even horn or plastic. Then you have a reinforcement here around it, string groove nice and deep. Small string pad here. Nice. And then you have this art, and this is always, you can ask for a color combination you would like to have, like black and gold with some red, but don't tell him that you want exactly this bow. It's an artist's work, and they simply always, this is one unique piece, and you get this one and none again exactly the same. So you get maybe kind of like a similar one, but never the same. Here you have this compression ring here. This green is a little off color, but it protects the bow, which I like. And you have a nice Kazan here. This is really nice made. Don't know how he make it, but it looks like really good. And the bow is still in a good shape, and it's just a little too short for me, but there is more to come from him, so stay tuned for that. The 3 nice wood arrows from Habibur Rahman. Nice, they fly nice and straight. I only missed another target. Yeah, I mean, on distance you need a bit practice. It's a very short bow, but you get there. And the range arrows, 300 grain. Yeah, then it feels a little harsh in the hand, but it still does the job. So maybe 300 grain is a little too lightweight, and you feel it in the hand. The curves of the bow, 29 inches, and I hold the bow upright so you see the shape. Draw is now easy, 29, so I took only wear, but it's normal with horn. Nice, predictable, feels good, feels really good. Works just fine. A surprisingly nice bow, so I really like how this bow is behaving. I said 300 grain is maybe a bit too lightweight. A little more and this bow just feels fine and still has enough speed, and I guess this bow gets faster. The longer you shoot, it still is a little stiff, but you could see now that it flexes now way easier than when I strung the bow. So this wood, why do I always say wood? This horn simply needs a bit, but this bow is totally straight, so you don't have to worry. You have this benefit best of both worlds. First of all, bending fiberglass for the stability does really a good job on this bow, and second, you have then a horn on the belly for the compression, for the strength, for the springiness, and that's just incredible. Wow, and of course you can do everything in the with kashai, you know, it's a little tricky here, but you want to hold the arrows in your hand or from your quiver when you shoot this bow. It's a short one and 55 pounds. This is even a nice small hunting bow. For all the American guys always ask me, I want something short. I can run around in the bushes and in the trees, in the forest. This, and with 55 pounds, you take out any deer you just like. Should be no problem. So, we saw what the bow is capable of. Shall we get to the rating? I didn't do it for a while, so I need to see a rating. We have a string, a description, a really nice description, 2 strings, a bow, a string, a description, and a sleeve. That makes, let's see, I confuse myself sometimes. A bow, a string, a sleeve, and a documentation. A bow, a string, a sleeve, documentation. The extra string would be 8 points for the packaging. Very nice. The handling of this bow was now, even if it's not recommended with a step-through method, we will see later, we will get Mughal Carebows. You almost can't do them step-through. Was easy, so it was not a big thing. The bow is stiff enough. The only thing, but you know it when you get a horn bow, you need to warm up the limbs. So don't simply get it out of the box and directly string it and pull full draw. Bend the limbs a little, make it a little more smooth, and then go with it. So that's why for me, handling wise, this bow was surprisingly easy to handle, 10 points. And from the build quality, I did not find anything. So even these whippings there, they are nice made. Everything is very homogenic, so you don't see any glue dots. So he really takes it serious. I like that. So you don't see nothing. It's pretty impressive. So go away. I've come totally, and even the string is pretty. So it's a completely well built bow. Full stop. Really well done, Anwar. Proud of you. 10. The basic feel. Of course now 29 is a little too short for me, but this bow feels, handle is too small, but it's with all these Ottoman bows. They're a little small, but you get used to it, and you still have a nice control of this bow. The bow isn't, there's nothing. It's nothing. So, and the bow is stiff. Now it gets a little more flexible, as you see, but here the bow in this direction, the torque is very stiff, so you can do with this bow whatever you like, and it just works. Nice. 10. The draw experience, in the beginning I was like, draw curve might be like this, but right now here you start feeling it, and then it builds up gently, and then yes, the last inch is then where it really goes up. So if you draw this bow 27 inches or 28, it's just wow. To 29, it goes already a little up, but it's not 28, 29. So it's, and I guess it gets smoother with time. So, and then look at these curves. Look at this curve. This is, and now you don't even feel the stacking anymore that much on 29. So this bow gets smooth. So be careful that you don't overdraw this bow, get only arrows 29 inches. Otherwise you really start drawing 30 inches without. So, draw experience 10. Shooting experience. Oh, I didn't measure the brace height now, but look, it's like my biro and the finger. Like this to the mid of my thumb. Now you know. But it's for sure what Anwar tells you is simply working. Shooting experience, I was surprised because usually short Turkish bows are a little tricky, a little bitchy, because short and not forgiving, nothing at all. You have a very narrow arrow pass, which makes your life easier compared with a decent string brace height, 19 centimeters. This bow gives you a nice feedback. So once you shoot, I scratched it now a bit. I had one arrow a little too low, Harlin, sorry. Once you shoot only one set of arrows, you found the good matching arrows, and you shoot a few, you know what this bow is doing, and then even 20-30 meters is not a deal. I was surprised. So this is really quality stuff. Really, really nice. 10 points again. So you get then overall 58 points. Price value, this is now the thing. If you want to have this bow in Indonesia, you can ask directly Anwar. I leave the contact details in the description. And for international requests, I put the link to Harlin Wall in the description. He's international distributor for these bows. And the thing is, they're all unique made. So it's always, there's no, okay, this bow is whatever price and the other bow is this. So they always vary a lot. You know, you can have a basic T-zip and you can have, but it's all very custom made. So simply, you know, it's something very unique. You simply ask them and then you agree on a price, or you know this, but it's roughly, I would say it's, this bow would be roughly $300, $350, something like this. But for me, not a problem for what it is. This bow performs awesome. And that's why I give it now price value 5. If it's there, if it's then of course 500 euros and not. But what I heard and what they said, it will be roughly in this price range, depending on, as said, artwork and whatever extras you want to have. But you get something really nice, and in this horn is just, it's beautiful made. So it's not, he really knows what he's doing. Look, and here the horn fades out. This is like, you have the fade out here where the woods here comes in. Pretty. And we have even a layer of wood behind the bent fiberglass. It's so impressive, impressive stuff. Anwar, I'm very proud of you. Harlin, you can be happy to be the international distributor of this really beautiful bows. And look at this short thingy. Nice. So I like it very much. Next will be, I don't know, so what I have is a Mughal crab bow in, how do they, hybrid? So with bending fiberglass and horn. Then I have another Turkish one. I think again either a horn bow or I don't know now. And then I get a Mughal crab bow in organic horn, what they say, or it's a composite bow, it's wood horn sinew. Looks very pretty. And then we get a Korean bow, and this is then, the shape of this bow is like this, so I need to see how I get it strung, but this video will come a little later. So for now, check him out. He is a nice guy. And what would I do differently? This bow just works better than I expected. So for the Turkish bow hybrid, I have nothing to complain. Maybe you could find another color but the race skin is race skin. You get what you get, and it's fine, and it's still better than you scratch it up. But there's nothing to complain. This bow is beautiful. It works. It's not a maintenance hassle like you might have with a real horn bow. The draw is smooth. The handle is a little moving, but you have this with a short bow, so I don't know if you could reinforce the handle, that the handle is not bending, but it's fine. You don't hold the bow anyway fully, so it's really wow. This bow is just wow. So I really like this one. I might not send it to you, Harlin, but this is really nice. So now I'm done talking. So thank you, Carebow, thank you, Anwar, for being such a crazy bow builder. Thank you, Harlin, for making me aware of Anwar and for letting send your bows first to me, that I can check them all. And after I review them, I will send them all to you. Really cool. So I like this cooperations, you know. One is ordering bows and he said, let's send them first to Armin, he shall test them first, and you know, then I get my hands on so many bows. It's awesome. I don't need to keep them all. That's not always awesome. This one I would like to keep, but on the other side then I think, okay, when do I draw 29 inches? And here it's a little too short for me, so this one a little longer with 30 or 31 inches is fine. But then I most probably would go with a Tatar. He builds Tatar bows to Mughal bows in builds even a Scythian bow, and we might get one of these soon. too. But so simply stay tuned, everybody. So thank you, Anwar. Thank you, Harlin. And I thank you all very much for watching. And please, I still see that 80% of my viewers are not subscribed. Simply press the subscribe button. Doesn't hurt, doesn't cost anything. It's free. Today it's free. Tomorrow it might be different, but today it's free. And you know, then you see in your recommendation list maybe sometimes, or in your, when you open YouTube, maybe sometimes a new video of me. I think you can deal with it. I mean, it would be very nice of you. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your thumbs down, and for your comments in the comment section below. I don't know. I catch you in the next one. Stay safe.